going on YouTube? It's Eli with Common Sense, and before we begin this video, I'd like to just give a shout out and a thanks to all the people who have been watching my content recently. I uploaded a couple videos and they got a lot of traction, and so we just hit 200 subscribers, and that's really awesome. And I just love how awesome you guys are, and you guys are so nice and are commenting in the comments and are just sharing all these fragrances, and it's just awesome to be able to make these videos and contribute to the fragrance community. So I'd like to give you guys a thank you, and if you're new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you. And again, if you are watching this and you're a regular, thank you for returning, and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over a gift set that I actually picked up for a really good price. If somebody asks you what you want for the holidays, you might want to say that you want this one. Or if you have a little bit of cash lying around, just pick this up for yourself either way. I'm talking about the Shaghaf gift set from Swiss Arabian. Swiss Arabian is a fragrance house out of Dubai, and it was actually founded by Mr. Hussein Adam Ali, and was actually the first perfume manufacturer in the United Arab Emirates. And Mr. Hussein Adam Ali has been going strong since 1974, and I believe one of their mottos is just bringing a fragrance experience overseas. And it's really cool to learn and kind of get a taste of all of these different fragrance tastes from across the seas in a very affordable box that you can pick up. And so I love just learning about these different fragrances and different tastes. So this is a fantastic deal. The entire gift set can be found for $37.99 on Jomashop.com right now, and I believe that deal is going on until Black Friday, so we have a little bit less than a week, and my guess is supplies are limited. But even if the sale doesn't last that long, still pick one of these up because they have fantastic fragrances in here, and I think they are well worth their price, if not 2 to 3 times their price individually. But without further ado, let's go open it. So I've actually opened this before and I've used a little bit of these, but these are the 3 fragrance offerings. We have Shaghaf Oud Aswad, as well as Shaghaf Man. And these are fantastic picks. First one, Shaghaf Oud. This one is a sweet, oudy vanilla with just a little bit of nuttiness. You get notes of saffron, rose, agar wood, praline, and vanilla. It's kind of considered an oudy gourmand, and it's just wonderful. It's sort of a sweet, caramely oud with a touch of florals from the rose. A lot of people will compare this to Mancera's Oud Vanille, and it's very nice for the price. I think if you buy these separately, they're about $30 to $40 each, and this whole gift set is $38 for the 3 full-size bottles. Super worth it. But this one, I just get a really nice warmth, a sweetness mixed with a really nice high-quality oud, and that's really rare to find a nice high-quality smelling oud at this price point. I've smelled a lot of niche fragrances, and this is a wonderful take on some of those higher quality expensive oud ingredients and oils. But to me, this one smells really nice. It smells like it can definitely be up there in the price range, and if I didn't know any better, I could say that this was probably an $80 to $100 something fragrance. But it's not. It's super cheap and affordable and a wonderful value. It's masculine enough from the oud and the saffron here, and it could pass off also as feminine too. It's just very sweet, kind of warm from that praline and vanilla, and it's got a nice blend from the saffron and the rose as well as the agar wood. I get creamy vibes from this one, and it just is a wonderful fragrance. It lasts well over 12 hours and sometimes even longer if you spray this on clothing. It has fantastic longevity and sillage. You can smell this for sure from several feet away, for the first several hours, and then it still lasts and packs a punch well after that first kind of dry down. It just smells really wonderful and lasts a really long time. And that one is Shaghaf Oud. The next one on this list is actually my favorite one out of all of them. This one is Shaghaf Oud Aswad, and I actually featured this in a previous video. I was kind of just talking about good, affordable fall winter fragrances around 50 bucks, but this one well worth it. This one is a woody, kind of oudy, powdery rose with a little bit of spicy leather. You get notes of rose, agarwood, saffron, and leather, amber, patchouli, coriander, and jasmine, as well as many other notes. To me, this one smells really close to Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood, and people say that this smells a little bit like Mancera's Black Oud Intense. You get a really nice powdery floral vibe from the jasmine, musk, and the rose in this one, and it just comes off as really kind of light and floral and soft. But also you get a nice patchouli, strong oud and saffron, as well as the leather that makes this smell like a really nice high quality niche level oud. Maybe not quite as high quality as some of the really nice expensive ones that you can get, but it does smell nice, and it doesn't smell ultra synthetic like some of the cheap ones. Some of the Latafas can come off as a little bit cheap, but this one does not come off as cheap at all. This one, I honestly can still smell this on my sweater. I sprayed this probably about a month ago when I purchased it, and I still smell it to this day.
To this day!
Yeah, I can still kind of smell this on my sweater, and it's still, like I said, about a month later. It just smells really nice, and I keep just randomly coming to this and I want to snip my arm. With ouds in general, some people will like it and some people might not. A lot of my friends kind of around my age in their early 20s, they really like this one. They think it smells really high quality, and my mother, she can't stand it. Now, fragrance is subjective, and she's wrong. But this one, it's a wonderful value, and it just, to me, smells like Oud Satin Mood on a budget that lasts over 12 hours. And I can't say enough good things about this fragrance as well as all of these. This one has got to be my favorite, hands down. It smells absolutely wonderful. It's high quality. It lasts a really long time. And just the way that they use all the different oils and the notes is blended perfectly. Chef's kiss. Perfectly in this one, and that makes it my favorite one. But that one is Shaghaf Oud Aswad. Oh, man, I cannot get enough of this one. Last but not least, we have Shaghaf Men. This one's a sweet, warm citrus with sort of an aquatic, woody undertone. This one's a lot better suited for the spring through the fall, kind of sweeter through the summer, and it lasts in the heat, but it does last a really long time and can cut through the winter air regardless. This one mainly has praline, Chinese orange, oceanic notes, cardamom, lavender, along with some other ambers and other spices. You get a nice warmth from the cardamom and the cinnamon here, and it's paired really nicely with the praline and the black amber. The black amber gives it a little bit of a muskiness and also a little bit of a warmth as well. And tofu balsam, it was also included, and it gives it a little bit of a warm muskiness that just smells really nice. I get a lot of orange and lemon kind of mixed with that lavender. It gives me a citrus lavender vibe, and it kind of reminds me of a little bit of a darker, warmer version of Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. These two, they both smell fantastic. This one smells a little bit more like Dior Sauvage, and this one just smells a little bit lighter and a little bit more citrusy. But it's really nice nonetheless. It's kind of a melange of different warm, dark fragrances with a nice touch of mass appealing blue in it. A lot of people will say that this is very close, if not the same, as Paco Rabanne's Black XS, which is another really nice, popular, warm, sweet, and gourmandish fragrance. This is definitely similar to those, but with an added freshness. But this one's just a nice blend of warmth with sweetness and a bright, aquatic top. It kind of covers all those senses and areas that you want in a fragrance. It's kind of sweet, it's got that depth, it's got that nice base, but it's got that really nice massa-pleasing kind of blue, lavender, citrus notes up top. And it's just really nice how they blended this one as well. Haven't worn this one as much around, but it does last a really long time. I'd say probably about 8 hours, if not longer. With all of these, of course, they last a really long time. And just a nice, soft, warm, citrusy lavender with a nice body of sweet, kind of gourmandish praline underneath. And that one is Shaghaf Men. All in all, I have to say Swiss Arabian is slowly becoming one of my favorite brands, as well as some of these kind of affordable designer takes on niche fragrances from overseas. And I just love learning about some of these different tastes and takes on Middle Eastern fragrances. And I just can't get enough of these, honestly. You know, as you kind of start off, you like these designer fragrances that are sweet, they're kind of mass appealing, and then as you kind of develop, your nose develops, you kind of want something a little bit more challenging and kind of evolve. And so for me, these scratch off that kind of nice in between, because it's cheap enough that you can kind of experiment and try out these different Middle Eastern style fragrances. And once you find one, you can just go up from there. And there's so many new, awesome, undiscovered Middle Eastern fragrances that I really want to try out. This particular gift set from Swiss Arabian is a wonderful deal. Again, it's about 39 bucks from jomashop.com, and that deal is going to end pretty soon, but still, even if it does sell out or if that deal goes away, it's still worth it in my opinion to pick this up, because all three of these are great offerings and you get a nice kind of variety. You get something that's really dark and just kind of sweet. You get a nice warm spiciness from this one, and you also get a nice kind of spring and summer aquatic that is just a really wonderful, wonderful value, honestly. And so that is it for today's video. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys tuning into these and continually watching. But if you're new, I'd like to welcome you guys and thank you for watching. My name's Eli with Common Sense, and until the next time, bye-bye.
Yo, it's Christmas, and I actually hung up my tiny little miniature bottle of Dior Homme 2020. It's perfect.